Guys, it's Jan here. Hope you're doing well. So right now I'm in the countryside here. I'm going to do some beautiful fitness exercises. This week I was training a bit more with some of my better players that I also coach. So when they're giving me nice ball back, I'm hitting back, and this kind of maintains me. But of course it doesn't push me to the limits. But it's okay. Soon I'm also gonna schedule some friendly matches with some better players, just to get ready, because I'm realizing there's a tournament coming soon. I'm gonna keep you posted about this. I think I'm gonna play again the Basel tournament. But this time around I really want to prepare, because the last year was not too bad, but at the end it was played indoor and the guy was just a bit better at the end. He was younger and he had a good level. But I could have done better if I had better fitness. So this is what I'm actually focusing a lot this year, this spring. Basically already in the winter I was doing loads of kind of physical exercises, strengthening the legs mostly, the core. I also do a little bit of in my home gym. I have a little home gym, but I'm not really a gym person, so that's why I'm here today outdoor. As you know me, I love to train outdoor always. I love to do it in a beautiful nature. Check this. It's just amazing. And so I'm gonna share with you also today what I'm doing. Basically, I think it's 3 or 4 weeks before the first tournament, before first serious match again. And the legs is the number one, basically. So I always say I can play as long as I have a good fitness, as long as I can move, as long as I can stay there 3 hours without getting cramps. Because when I get warm, I move pretty well still. Even at my age, I can move, I can get a position. But the worst feeling is when you get those long rallies or like a long games, and then you just feel out of gas, and then you just start feeling the tightness in the legs, and then you cannot move. This is the worst, and I want to prevent this. So I'm gonna show you some exercises that I'm gonna be doing these days, and you can also do them. And at the same time, you can also check out my TennisFit app, which is loaded with very similar exercises and much more exercises, of course. I'm using my application for my training also. All the videos are recorded in the past years. I'm using it now for me, so this is great. And it always reminds me what I need to do. So this is just fantastic reminder. And so I'm gonna use my top outdoor tennis fitness exercises. And I'm also gonna use today some exercises from my 21-day tennis legs challenge. This one I think is probably the best program I've ever done. Covering the tennis fitness and the legs and basically the lower part of your body. That's, I would say, the number one, together with the strength of the core and the flexibility. Like, these 3 are the most important. And then once you get strong in the legs, then sky's the limit. You can just play almost anybody, as long as you can move well, move fast, move efficiently without getting too much tired. So I'm gonna work on it now, and I'm gonna share with you some exercises. So first I'm gonna stretch a little bit, and then I'm gonna start with the low position lunges. I'm gonna show you. I do this a lot actually. Sometimes I just go for the walk in the forest. And I was explaining to one of my clients today also that I do this, and sometimes it's funny because you meet people and they are looking at you like, what are you doing? So basically what I'm doing is, I'm walking in a low position sometimes in the forest like this. This is also a good way to warm up a little bit, but you keep the wide base. So I'm going like this. And I'm walking all the way there. Keeping that low position and all the way back. Wide base. It's also a good exercise to start unlocking hips. You can also stop sometimes and just go, stretch a little bit those hips. Slowly. And I do this like 5 times up and down. And really keeping the low position as much as you can. If you do it well, you're gonna feel it here. You're getting stronger already. Try not to put too much pressure on the knees. You don't want to be too much like this. Too much like this. You want to be just like this, and like if you're kind of sitting and walking. And over the time, it gets quite tough. Also feel it in the lower back a little bit, because in this position you're also strengthening all this part of your body, huh? Also lower back. This exercise is massively overlooked, but it's so beneficial because then when you move on the court, you're able to just keep the low position, kind of like normal, and then you're able even to move this way, a bit like pros basically. That's the goal. Now I'm gonna get into lunges. I already stretched a little bit before, obviously, so I'm doing the lunges, and I'm gonna try when I go down to do double. So I'll go down, again, not putting much pressure on the knee. And if you watch until the end, I'm going to show you one bonus exercise which is massive for the fitness and for the legs. Really working on those legs as much as I can. This is the most important of my pre-matches preparation. Even 3 if you need to. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These exercises are not difficult. Anybody can do this, to be honest, as long as you have a good knees. Also, because you will feel it in the knees a little bit, even if you try not to put pressure on them. But there's always a bit of pressure on the knees, of course, because you're bending this area. So just try not to overdo it, basically. Huh? The next one is also a bit of flexibility. So I'm going low position, a little bit side to side, but again keeping the low position like this. And try not to go like too close with the arm, legs together. Like keep it away from you. Huh? Again, it's all connected with the good footwork on the court also. Huh? Carlos Alcaraz does this very well. No wonder. And again, let's see how many runs I can do before I'm really falling on the floor. Woo. This is real training. It's not just to show you what I do, but it's real training today. Stay on your toes, stay on your toes. As much as you can on your toes. One more round, come on. When the legs start getting heavy, you know you've been doing good. Woo. Cardio kicked in. That's exactly why I'm doing this, to be able to last those 30s on the court. Stretch again. Now I'm gonna do football kicks to get more flexibility. As high as I can. Still yes. That's good. Okay. I'm gonna stretch a bit more for flexibility. Here I feel it today a lot. I was playing in the morning, so I'm a bit tight. We're gonna stretch the ankles also. A little bit of upper part of the body. And I'm pretty warm. I'm gonna take this out and I'm going to show you the number one exercise of today. This one is tough, but this is the best. Now, please do let me know in the comments what this one is called. I'm not sure if it's a military squat, military push, or some kind of combination of this, but I know they use it at military. I'm sure. It's quite tough. Let's see how many I can do. Gonna start nice and slow. Stretch a bit more. So basically, I'm gonna jump up, absorb. So when I'm landing down, I'm gonna go down. Then I'm gonna go down, up, push up, back, and jump up again. So let's see how many I can do until I really feel it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful nature. Beautiful day for training. This one out. Ankles ready. Let's go. Come on, Jan. Yeah. Round one and break. You can see I'm nowhere near where I need to be. That's why I'm doing this. But these kind of exercises, it's massive. And I'll try to do this more often. This is really cardio. Because the idea is not to get tired in those long rallies, like last year. Because I was pretty tired with the guy until like 4, for a few long rallies. And then I completely lost the stamina. And then you go like 4, 6, 2, 6 down. Because it's just nothing left in the gas. And when the acid lactic kicks in, you know how it is. You can't move. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in comments what you do when acid lactic kicks in. I have a lot like kind of sugars like grapes and stuff, or dry grapes, raisins. But sometimes it's just the whole body is shaking. It's crazy. Especially on the clay when I'm gonna play. Let's go one more round. Let's see how many I can do, if I can do at least 10. But again, I'm not trying to rush. Slowly. To build up the fitness this week, so it's fine. I got lots of time to do this. Vamos. Preparation. 2, 3, 4. Actually feel better. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Break. I'm gonna rest a few minutes and then I'm gonna repeat the same cycle at least 3 times. So today is like an hour I'm gonna spend here, and I'm sure it's gonna be hugely beneficial. I used to do this when I was a junior, so the idea is to use everything I know again about tennis fitness preparation and just apply it even when I'm 40. And as Djokovic says, age is just a number. So I'm gonna keep going here. Another good one is side to side, again low position. All these exercises, usually you want to do in the low position. So I'm always trying to, like if I was moving on the court basically. And lower you are here now, better it's gonna be easier to, it's gonna be to move on the court after. Even though obviously I'm not solo on the court, I'm not anymore 20 years old or something that can handle this. So I'm kind of like this, but lower you train, it just works. It just works. So here and going hop, side to side. One of my favorites actually. One more. Nice and low. Like a little dance. Also, do let me know what is your favorite exercise from today's session. Let me know in comments which one you really like and which one you're gonna start applying into your fitness, into your tennis fitness. Now for the promised bonus exercise. You're going to go high jumps like this, opposite arm, opposite basically right leg, the opposite arm, left leg, the opposite arm. Again, I'm gonna try to jump as much as I can. Again, you can do this with me, you don't have to, but just sharing with you my training routine before the tournament. So let's get into it, at least 4 times. As high as you can. It's not about the speed, it's about pushing from the legs. And absorbing the weight with that leg. It's also good for the core actually. This strengthens the whole body. Now I have absolutely nothing left in my legs. Feel it. Tension here, tension here. And that's exactly when I need to get stronger, these parts of the legs. Hamstrings, right? Glutes are fine, but I mean calves. But hamstrings. Stretch. So that's for the bonus exercise. Comment below if you like this bonus exercise. So that's it today. Share with you a little bit of my tennis fitness preparations. I do this on week-to-week basis right now, obviously. I don't do this every day, to be honest. I would love to, but I'm very busy also with the coaching, so I do when I can and when I still have some energy. So usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm kind of focusing on this because I coach less these days. But then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm fully booked. So these days I'm just resting when I get home, obviously. Sometimes I do a bit of sit-ups and stuff, but not really much. The idea is to get the legs again to the level where it was a few years back. Now it's not amazing yet, but it's gonna get there. The strength is there actually, it's just I need to get a little bit bigger, so again in the match I don't get tight and I have enough of the muscle strength there to absorb the movement and everything, because less muscle you have, obviously faster you get tight. So I don't want this to happen. This is why you see the pros with massive legs, they have just so much of, if you think like cushion around the leg, so obviously they can last 3-4 hours and the next day again. So but again, it's just training. It is possible to get there, but you have to really train. The core is not bad actually. Upper part of the body is getting there slowly. I feel better actually. I feel like I've put some weight on a little bit, but it feels good as long as I can move, because I need to keep my speed. When I used to play better, I was always the number one was serve, forehand, and I was quite quick on the court. So I want to get back to that level and let's see how it goes. That's it for today. I'm gonna rest now a little bit, then I have a nice rice, and I'll have lots of Indian food. So I'm gonna have a nice rice with some kind of nice sauce and maybe, I don't know, chicken or something, we'll see. just to get the protein back in the body and good carbs. And that's it. Next week I'm gonna try to share with you what I'm hitting with one of the better players already, preparing for the tournaments. Maybe play a set or a few points. Let's see how it goes, hopefully. And so I'm gonna try to shoot this video, and that's it for today. If you want to follow my journey, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification button, and let me know in comments what you think about my journey. I'm trying to get back at 40. Let's see how it goes. The main idea again is just to really try to see how well I can still play, if I can still compete with the younger ones, or even plus 35. I will see where I'm gonna go, which tournaments. But the idea is to see if I can still have that level like 10 years ago, let's say, or 15. That's the main goal of this. Just trying to see how far I can get and trying to share this journey with you, because I'm still only 40. That's the goal. When I'm gonna be 50, I would regret it. So I want to do this, and I want to give it one more last push. See you in the next video for more, and don't forget Saturdays I'm posting the technical sessions, 3 p.m. Have a great evening. Ciao.